Hey guys, John Engel here, and today we're going to talk about building my shop. Now this is a 30 by 50, and I figured I'd give you some of my tips and tricks and also give you prices. The best place to start, the very beginning. Let's get started. So the first thing that we had to do was clear the lot, and we had one tree on there, and I had a friend come over with their Kubota, thanks Gary, and basically we took this tree up, and it became a bigger ordeal than we thought it was going to be. It took us about 3 hours, but we finally did it, and then he leveled the ground. After that, I was able to contract some workers that were going to do the concrete work. Now, this became a little bit of an issue as we had some requirements for the actual metal building, such as 12 by 12 turn down. And all that means is that there is a 1 foot by 1 foot square all around the perimeter to help keep that concrete base in place, and also it gives a good anchoring point for the metal building. Now you have to have number 2 rebar put in there, and we also, if you notice, we put a fiber mesh underneath just to help with rigidity and also to make sure that everything was settled correctly. We put 2 spots in here that were for a lift. Now the lift is not currently in there, but we will be getting a lift, so we went ahead and put these 2 spots in there, and I think that they're somewhere around a foot thick on each one of those, so that everything will be there and never have any problems with the actual concrete itself. The rest of the slab is 4 inches. Now you may be wondering, for a 30 by 50, 4 inches thick, we've got the rebar, we've got the mesh, we've got the turn downs, how much that actually costs. The price went up a few times during this process as we found out that we needed more and more. It ended up costing me $9,000 for the concrete. Now, I think that that is a fair price. I don't think that that was a steal. I was hoping to get a little better, and originally it was a much better price, but $9,000 is what I put into the concrete alone. All right, then we've got the metal building itself, and as you can see, as you can't see, I had some video of them actually putting it up, but I can no longer access that footage because it became corrupt. But I do have a video of the very first outside picture, and you can see that it's metal siding, white doors, and everything is just done with this metal building. I do want to take you through some of the features of this metal building that I selected and what I put on there. So I think the best thing that we can do is take a look at the metal building now. I think starting with the outside, now this is current day, so you can tell that I've already bricked the full exterior. I've painted these doors so that they match the doors on the house garage, so everything looks as good as possible. I even put up a false little lamp. It's not hooked to any electricity because we have no electricity in here, but it matches so that HOA would be happy. You can see that we've got 1 door here and 2 windows on the opposite side. All you have are the 2 windows, which are fine. They come with the kit. This door I went ahead and painted just so it matches, because if you don't paint it, it's just the standard white. All right, so inside you can see that there's another door all the way in the back that was extra, but I wanted to be able to drive through, so I can use this door and drive all the way through to this side. So that makes it very nice. You can also tell that there's insulation on the roof. Now, this is not insulation that's going to keep it warmer or cooler. This is insulation that keeps it from having any condensation. And because we're in the South and it's very humid, this is almost a must. It was an extra in the price of the full building. You can see that they put these windows up, and they're great for light coming in. As you can see, there's light. But they do leak around here. You can actually see some of the light coming through. So what I'm gonna have to do is put some foam insulation or some rubber caulking or something to help with that. And I just wanted to let you guys know that you do have some leaking around these windows if you have a pretty bad storm. Other than that, I have no leaking from the ceiling. 2 guys installed this whole thing in a total of 3 days. Now this is a 30 by 50, so I can actually fit 9 cars in here if I wanted to. Right now we have the 6 cars up front, we've got 1 here, and I could fit 1 and 1. So 2 more in here. No electricity, no nothing, just the building to be put onto this site. With the addition of the insulation and this one door, this building cost me $17,000 from Elite Metal Structures. I didn't think that was a bad price. That's for them to do everything. I sent them the money. They come out here and they install the building, put it up, do everything, clean up, and all I had left was a stock metal building. In the garage on the floor, you can see that it's got some shine to it. I have a video that I'll link in the description below on the Engel brand sealant that I used on here. Really cool video, really easy to do, really cheap. Makes the floor so much easier to clean up and to take care of, and also gives you kind of that wet floor look and more of a professional appearance for just a concrete floor. Here's a good example of what I had to do for the homeowners association. It's a metal building and we're not allowed to have any structures that don't resemble the main house. So I hired a guy that came out and he actually did this beautiful job on the brickwork. And as you can see, he even matched the King's Row, I think is what it's called, from the house right onto the garage. I put on the light just to make sure that it fit. Everything looked great. This brickwork just for the front cost $3,000, but that included everything, the brick, the labor, and doing that. I did have to paint these doors like I said earlier, so that worked out. But the smartest thing I did was get the building in a color that kind of resembled the brick. So from the side, when you look at this, you don't right away notice it's a metal building. You almost think, especially from the road, you think that it's all brick. All right, guys, hopefully that helped you out a little bit. Now remember, it's a 30 by 50. It's got 12-foot walls, so I did go a little higher so that I could get that lift in there. The concrete is 4 inches thick for the base. It's got 12 by 12 turn downs with rebar. I put fiber mesh underneath it, and then I put those spots that the lift will actually sit on, and then the brickwork on the outside. So you've got $9,000 for the cement. You've got $17,000 for the actual building and install, and then $3,000 for the brickwork, which I think comes out to somewhere around $29,000. Overall, I'm very happy with what I was able to do and kind of contract on my own. I couldn't have done this without the help of friends. Obviously with that tree, that would have added an additional expense. I did do some things like painting the doors, cost me a little bit of money, and doing the flooring, which makes such a big difference, cost me about $100. So I don't even equate that in there, and that's nothing that you have to do. Hopefully this has helped you. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.